What's going on, B-Risers? I hope you're all doing fabulous. Today we are talking about 5 things getting in the way of your purpose. Your purpose here on planet Earth. What are we doing here? Are we just here to be slaves in the Matrix? No. And that's something that I came to realize. But it takes a lot to change. It takes a lot to realize that you, all of you, have a purpose here. And we're all really a part of this gigantic puzzle that all fits together as a whole. And each one of us has a unique shape, something to offer the world. And I'm here to, kind of help you if you're having a hard time finding your purpose, because I've been there and I know how hard it can be. And you think that, you're never going to get to where you truly want to be, and it just seems like so hard. But I can tell you that it really just starts with taking a deep breath and having some fruit, having a nice juice, right? So the fuel that we're bringing in, we can start thinking more clearly. That's going to help immensely. And we're going to talk about 5 things that are getting in your way. And I'm going to give you guys some solutions to help you with, these 5. There's a lot of things that can get in your way, but in particular, I'm going to mention these 5, really huge areas to look at and what we can do. So the first one is drama. Now, how many of us love drama? That's always on YouTube, it's always the videos that get the most views. And a lot of people know that. Even a lot of people, if you have television, I don't have television anymore. I don't tune into any of that. But if you look at a lot of the reality shows, they know that their ratings are going to increase if there's drama, right? So they play with our emotions, and they know that. They're aware of that. They know that humans have emotions, and we're drawn into crying. We're drawn into fighting. And what this is doing is this is really taking your attention away. It's taking your attention away on what you should actually be doing with your life, right? So you wouldn't believe how much time is spent, how much time people put into just listening to other people's drama. And a lot of it is made up, especially on TV, these reality shows, even on YouTube here. There's just so much drama, and people know that it's going to get views, which essentially will give them money. And so they really, are actors and actresses. And this is really what's taking your time and attention away. And remember that your time is your most valuable here, right? So we don't want our attention to be taken away on other people's drama. So we want to really focus on what we're tuning into and where we're putting our focus and attention, and start putting our focus and our attention on us, right? Start putting our focus and attention on what we can do to make the world a better place, and start focusing more on yourself and your strengths and how you can use those strengths to help others. So that would be the first point that I want to mention is drama. But tied in with that, which is number 2, are distractions. So there are, if you haven't noticed, so many distractions out there. From airplanes to billboards to advertisements to people, animals. Like, there's so much going on in this planet. It's entertaining, but at the same time, it's also taking our attention away. And it's taking our attention away from truth as well, and what's really going on here on the planet, and what your purpose is here. So there's so many distractions out there, from planes, trains, automobiles. Technology nowadays is like, it's getting faster and faster, and there's more advertisements, more images thrown at us, and it can be hard to stay focused. But I can tell you, if it just takes like starting to tune out of some of these images, and how you can do that is really take a break from TV, from these drama YouTube channels that are just creating drama, or just these fights, but it's really taking your attention and away and distracting you from your true purpose. So you really want to, remain aware of this and realize that it's taking your time away, and that again can be spent on you. I used to spend a lot of time watching TV and watching all this drama, and then I woke up and realized I'm spending so much of my life and my time watching this drama, and it's there, and it's just really keeping me away from my true purpose. And a lot of it's just made up for money, right? A lot of it is just made up because they know it's going to get a lot of ratings. So it's time that we start tuning out of all this drama and really remain focused on ourselves and what we want to do here, what brings us true happiness, and isn't going to take our time away. And that time that I spend on all this drama, for me, it wasn't useful, and it was really not time well spent. So it's good to stay focused and not get sucked into too many of these distractions. The third one is people. People can distract us. Now, I know there's a lot of loving people out there, and a lot of people that mean well, and it's great to spend time with people, but there are some people that are just energy suckers, and they really just want to unload all their problems on you. And while it's great to be there for people, if we're always opening that door and opening our ears to them, they're always going to keep coming around. And so you really want to not get your energy, drained, and really have a group of positive people that aren't going to really bring you down. And if you're around people that you feel energized after you're with them, those are the people you want to keep around. If you're around people that you feel exhausted and it just feels like you're drained, limit time with those people. And it's also important to be careful of which people you're listening to, because a lot of times we can take advice from people, and it's really what they think is true happiness, and they're not even happy themselves. So we have to be conscious of who we're listening to and taking advice from, because that can set us in a trap and set us following their path, and then we may end up like them. So always be aware of who you're taking advice from and who you're listening to, and listen to people who are getting results. And I've always looked at people and listened to people, not that I had to take their advice, but I'm just open, more receptive to them if they look healthy and happy. I'm not going to take advice from someone that doesn't look healthy and happy. So always just be conscious of who you're listening to. The fourth one is the whole media and entertainment, right? Hollywood really is a distraction. Media. So even on the radio, the television, like we were talked about, even in the movies, there's so many distractions out there, and there's advertisements too, unhealthy advertisements. And even a lot of celebrities get tied in with a lot of unhealthy products that they're selling, and it's detrimental to people. And if we follow these quote unquote celebrities or famous people, and we start doing what they're doing, that can keep us distracted, and it can keep us from our life purpose. So it's good to remain focused again on yourself and keep focusing on, what do you like about yourself? What do you love about yourself? Right? So many of us have been really kind of pushed down, and a lot of people have lowered our self-esteem, which a lot of this is the problem too, that we may feel that we're not good enough. And I'm telling you that each one of us has something to offer and to help provide to the world. And if we don't feel good enough, then that's going to affect our self-esteem, our self-worth. So that's where it's important, first of all, to get the physical body healthy, to make sure you're giving your body everything it needs, lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, lots of green juices, because we want to work on strengthening the kidneys and adrenal glands. If we're in stressful environments where our adrenal glands are constantly pumping epinephrine, cortisol, then we're going to be in just a really acidic state. So we want to really put ourselves in a healing environment and start giving our body healing foods, and that's going to really affect all our other bodies, our mental bodies, our emotional bodies. It's going to strengthen our adrenal glands. It's going to strengthen really our self-worth, and we're going to feel a lot more good about ourselves and feel like we can provide more to the world. Instead of watching other people live their lives, we can start creating our own life and realizing that you have the power to do so. And it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter your age, it just takes starting today, and you have something to offer. And if nobody's told you that, I hope you're listening to me when I say that you have something to offer, and don't ever feel like you don't. Okay, so there's so many people out there that have put people down and that just bash others. And again, that's how they want to spend their time on this planet, but it's how you spend your time. And what legacy do you want to leave behind? So focus on that. Always remember where you're putting your focus and attention, because that is what's going to continue to grow. The fifth one that can keep us from our life purpose, and that really is probably the biggest one, is money. So money can, if people put it towards great things, it can do great things. And however, if people are enticed by money, then that can make them do a lot of bad things, right? And so really you want to be aware of what you're truly doing. And if it's just for the money, but you're not happy doing it and you're, stressed out, for me, what I've come to realize is it's not worth it. It's not worth your time and energy to go, whether it's to a job every day or to be a part of something just for the money. Because really, it's really draining you emotionally and physically over time, and that's not worth it. It's going to affect your health, and your health is your greatest wealth, even more than any monetary amount. And money can make people do crazy things. If you look at a lot of even famous people, what they've done with money and what they've gotten into, it can get some of these people in a lot of dark places. So money is not everything. And like that song, "Money Can't Buy Me Happiness," well, that's true. Happiness has to come from within. It has to start with you first. And that is really about your purpose. So looking at our strengths and seeing how we can use those strengths to create something for ourselves, to create a better life for ourselves, and really just analyzing your life to see how you can make it better. And not being motivated by money, but by being motivated by what you want to do, what makes you happy. spending some time with yourself and asking yourself these questions and taking some steps to get there, to get to your goal, right? And putting some of these steps in action. And while we're not putting our time and energy with the drama and the distractions and the entertainment, we start putting our time and energy into our goals, we're going to see a lot more creative work. We're going to see a lot more coming into fruition, which is all about this life, in my opinion, is about being that creative person that you are and bringing that to this world, and how you can make a difference, how you can better your own self and then better others' lives and the planet. So I hope this video helps you out. Remember to stay focused on yourself. Don't get too caught up in all the drama. That is merely taking you away from your true purpose on why you're here. And we're all here for a reason. And it's just a matter of tuning in with yourself, getting back to your core self and realizing that you are a infinite soul. You are a powerful being that has a lot to offer. And it's just a matter of, you know, getting in touch with yourself and start the journey of loving yourself. And that starts really with spending some time with yourself and getting to know who you are and what makes you happy. So thank you guys, and we will catch you in the next video. As always, be your beautiful self. Don't change for anybody. Be who you are. Be getting in some fresh food today, healthy, whole food. That's gonna help clear your mind, have some clarity, and be getting in some nature today, be getting in some oxygen. When you do that, we'll all be rising.